Well, let's just get right to my gold medal podium topic. Colin Kaepernick has officially filed grievance against the NFL owners.
Get your money, nigga.
For colluding against him. And
Collusion.
yeah, for those of you know,
Collusion.
for those of you who don't know, collusion is when a bunch of people behind the scenes
White
act
people.
together. Yeah, or Jews.
Black people don't collude. We ain't got time for all that.
But anyways,
I know plenty of black people that have collusion in their time. That's another show.
At the barbershop.
Right.
That's collusion. That's collusion at its finest.
Yo, wait. I have one. Because we talked about it. Black people have colluded against OJ. Because colluded against Tiger.
that's great.
Colluded against people for a while.
Stacey
now.
Dash.
Actually, you know what? Now I think about it. Do you know who the recent collusion? Ray Lewis. I didn't even know about it. I wasn't at the. I was not.
You starting to collude against Ray a little bit. Ray. Yeah.
I was not at the hashtag Secret Black People meeting when they decided Ray Lewis was not cool anymore. I was still like Ray Lewis, and everyone was like no, and it was awkward.
We ain't F with Ray in good 3-4 years, bro.
Yeah, it's rough. But I really, do you guys think? Let's just really quickly, if you were a juror.
Yeah.
Let me finish the sentence before. Would you file?
I'm not a black person in this case, am I?
I'm not. I'm just saying your brain. You know, would you look at this and say they're colluding?
Me, no doubt about it. Because because when you look at it, it's almost laughable at the fact that he couldn't get a job. I mean, Russ even said you literally can make a list of quarterbacks that have taken snaps this season that I'm better than. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, they signed guys who haven't played in years. They signed guys who their last credit was in arena football. I think one dude was in Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx and got a contract, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. And the way that these owners have tried to save face with linking arms is because they know they messed up. And I think this lawsuit really caught the NFL by surprise. It caught me by surprise. I didn't know you could do this. And that's why I think Colin Kaepernick's white side is coming out. Niggas don't sue. We didn't know you could do this kind of stuff. And so it's just like, bro, like this is something unprecedented. It's going to be sports history regardless if he wins or not, because the fact that I think he's suing for the right thing in collusion, because it's going to spark an investigation and a conversation that these owners have too much power and what they're doing is wrong. And I think the NFLPA is probably going to gain more power regardless if this suit wins or not.
Here's my take. So, Eric, to answer your first question, yes, as a juror, I definitely think collusion took place here. You can see it if you look around. Any knowledgeable person about football, even if not knowledgeable about football, you would look and see that there is an obvious need for quarterbacks throughout football. Guys get hurt every day. In practice, walkthroughs, in games, guys get hurt.
Yeah.
And so you can't tell me that a guy with the resume of Colin Kaepernick and with the skills of Colin Kaepernick couldn't be a backup. He should be a starter, let alone a backup. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, collusion has definitely taken place. Here's the issue. When it comes to filing suit or filing a grievance against someone, it's very hard to prove collusion in any sport, and here's why. Yeah. You have to prove collusion. You have to prove that it took place, and it has to be written down.
Yeah.
It has to. You have to have actual visual evidence that it took place, and there was no evidence that this took place, unless they were stupid enough to record it, saying we're not going to sign this guy.
Yeah.
Think of the last time something like this took place. It was during the MLB strike, where owners came together and colluded against players. Not one player specifically, but the players' union.
Yeah.
And they wrote about it. Like, they visibly had the right from the owner. And so it's very hard to prove collusion.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that he at least pursued it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really hard to make this happen.
I'm just glad he did, because it's gonna spark at least a conversation and how much power these guys have.
But Russell makes the good point. It's very hard to prove in a court of law.
Those lawyers are.
So I would actually like to help the lawyers right now. I can give you the defense right now. You stand up, you say, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, they signed Brandon Whedon before they signed Colin Kaepernick.
There you go.
The
There you
defense
go.
rests, and then you watch.
Case closed.
Yes,
That nigga Brandon Whedon like 43, dog. He my dad's age, bro.
he's like a 43-year-old ginger who can't throw. I mean, come on, Colin Kaepernick. I wish he was on my team currently. The Dolphins would be 5-1 if we had him. I'll tell you that right now. We would be so much better. But we're going to lose the Jets this week because we have Smoking Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
And so I can tell you right now, as a Dolphins fan, I can prove through a lot of Jay Cutler game tape that at least one owner is colluding against Colin Kaepernick. So I know at least one owner is, because we got a bum for a quarterback.